you search through the lonely earth for me? Climb through the briar and bramble, I'll be your treasure.
Circa 1984. So we're here at Porth Trecastell, and this is where we usually do the plast off. Obviously this year we can't because of lockdown measures, but we're here today, and I've just been looking for the last, I don't know, 5 minutes, and I already found 2 Smarty lids, and there's tons of these red bottle lids here, and unfortunately the place is looking terrible, and what we do, we find that in these sort of west coast beaches, winter we get quite a lot of this plastic coming in from offshore, and unfortunately because we can't be out and about this year, these beaches aren't getting cleaned, but you start rummaging around, there's lots to see, lots of bits of plastic unfortunately, but I am actually here to look for sea beans. They're my sort of favourite things when I look for things on the beach, and these are the seeds of tropical vines that come over all the way from the Caribbean, and you can see that we do get things from far, because just a few minutes ago I found a lobster pot tag that's come from Maine, on the northeast coast of America. So a lot of this litter is things that's come from far, and it's been in the sea for a really long time.
Will you search through the low?
So we just found this, which is could look like a little bit of plant or a bit of even looks quite feathery looking, but it's actually a hydroid. So it's a colony of lots and lots of tiny little zooids that are attached together in a community. And there's quite a lot. We found quite a lot of these of various different types of hydroids just on this small patch.
Look how depressing this strand line is. It's just full of bits of plastic. I'm not sure how we'll ever get rid of it.
So the other thing that we quite often find when we're doing some beachcombing is these mermaids' purses. So they're shark egg cases, and they're made out of I'll show you. They're made out of keratin, so they're a really strong material, and they don't actually degrade very easily. So they stay around for quite a long time, which is great because it means that when you find them, you can identify them. So we've got this small one here, which has got these long tendrils, these curly tendrils. Now they attach to seaweed, and that means that they stay quite well protected. So the shark has to stay in there for quite a few months. So the nurse hound shark, this big one, that stays in there for up to 9 months, which is a really long time. So it's got to make sure that it stays protected during that time. So that's why it wraps into seaweed, and they even look a bit like seaweed when you see them. And that's where you'll quite often find them on the beach, is curled up in a bit of seaweed if you do a bit of rummaging through some seaweed. So we've got this is the bull huss, or the nurse hound shark egg case. So it's quite a big egg case. We've got this spotted cat shark, which both of these have these tendrils. So we call those true sharks. So they're more like a fish-shaped shark. And then these ones here, we have these ones with these horns coming out of the top. You can see these pointy things. These are flat sharks, so they're skates or rays. So this one here is the spotted ray, this quite thin one with the very long tendrils. and this one here is the thornback ray, and as you can see it's a bit wider and it's got these keels down the side, so these sort of bits that stick out here, and it's even got a bit of hydroid attached to the side of it there, so I don't know if you can see that, but so little ecosystem. But if you look on the Shark Trust website, so if you just Google Shark Trust, you can find an ID sheet for these, and you can take that out and go looking and see what you can ID yourself.
So winter is a really good time to go beachcombing, and that's just because of these storms that bring, you know, a lot of stuff in. So it brings in natural things as well as you know, plastic pollution, unfortunately, but you know, this time of year it's a really good time to have a look at some of the things that might be on the beach. So you know, we're looking for mermaids' purses, we're looking for lots of different types of seaweed, we're looking for things like sea beans. After big storms we're also looking out for goose barnacles, and if you do find any, and there's quite a lot of them, have a good rummage through it, because you might find some Columbus crabs.
Here we also have, so this is a what's commonly known as a wash ball, but it's actually egg cases. So these are egg cases from the common whelk, and each one of these little circles is an individual sack, and inside one of those will be hundreds of eggs. So, and the first ones to hatch out go around and they eat all their younger brothers and sisters. I just spotted inside somewhere, there it is, lurking, a bit of microplastics just stuck inside. So that's kind of what you're quite often faced with, and I don't know, that looks like some sort of pellet or something, but you can just see there's that blue bit of microplastic there.
Will you swim through the briny sea for me, crawl along the ocean's floor? I'll be your treasure